What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Dachshund Download with another Vintage Collection figure review. In this one, we're going to be going over a highly sought after and much hunted Clone Trooper Clean Phase 2 Shiny Armor. This one comes from the Cassian Andor line, and what an amazing find it was. I was so happy to see this guy sitting on his shelf all by himself. Picked up from the local Target and in a very good condition, as you can see. Not too much warping here on the card back, as of course these new thicker card backs might have a little bit more of a constant warp from the heat, but I will say they're much easier to fix and kind of slowly re-flatten with pressure or other heat systems. So that really helps a lot with finding figures out in the wild now. But really good punched figure. If they wouldn't punch it, that would make things so much cooler, but I understand why, of course, they're going to, because it's got to sit on the peg somehow. This is an absolutely amazing figure, and I really fell in love with how simple the background of the card back here was. You can kind of see down here below, the Kenner blue and white really matches with the Stormtrooper's stark white armor. This is very clean, very, of course, after the Empire's taken over, turning more into the Stormtroopers. But the muted colors behind the figure here and behind that stark white clone trooper, the bricks, the town street behind it, the jars here, I think those nice subtle greens and reds and browns really help make this character pop without having to make the background too dark or busy to show off all of that white. I absolutely love the top Andor figure part up here, the Star Wars logo with the wraparound for the Andor series there with that lovely sigil for the O. An all-around great topper for this card. Now, as I've seen before with a lot of other Clone Troopers, and I really like the way it helps the figure pop, and of course it's just a lovely bright color for that black font, we do have the yellow pill here and behind the Trooper to show off, of course, the Clone Trooper Phase 2 there, and the figure itself here. The figure itself is stellar, but before we get too much into that, we'll still keep talking about this card back a little bit, because again, I really did enjoy how they're matching bright colors with softer colors, and they're not losing anything. They're choosing the right scenes. They're really collecting the right imagery to help these pop and have really great accent colors. So I feel like they're really just knocking it out of the park lately with these card backs. We'll take a nice close-up view here of the card back itself. Kenner logo there, rising up to the Trooper. And you can kind of see the Ferrix background there, the Andor series up top, and then the 4+ and warning label. This comes from the Star Killer to Piet line. An amazing line, honestly. The figures and card backs in this line have been really, really great. VC 269 for those who are wondering the number. And really though, guys, what a absolutely stellar figure this one is. Comes with the long range heavy blaster and the shorter blaster here. What I really like about this figure, it is of course the upgraded clone body. Sadly, guys, again, I do not open, so we're not going to be having that kind of a look at this. But with the feet here, I really enjoy this nice black outline that really helps them pop and have like a nice solid base. And guys, they remembered the black line on the top of the helmet. What an absolutely great time, because I know in a lot of paint apps, they really missed that one. And not to mention, guys, what an amazing face sculpt we have here of young Temuera Morrison with that nice crisp haircut, high and tight, just like a lot of the young clones would have done. The helmet, a lot of people might be complaining about, is a little large because, of course, it does sit over the top of the head. But if you're not an out-of-box collector, honestly, I think it looks really well suited right next to that other head, and having this giant helmet over here for the card back, it doesn't make it look too big with the card back there to support it. I can totally understand though, when these helmets do have to go over the head, they are oversized a little bit instead of having a swappable head. No other accessories needed, as of course this is a very just classic box standard Clone Trooper, but still an amazing figure to be able to have and add to the collection. I've been really enjoying this figure and just kind of like looking at it over the last few days and really getting my ins and outs on it. And I've been really excited and really happy to have this as the first Clone Trooper I was able to add to my vintage collection. Well, guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to comment your favorite Clone Trooper down below in the comment section. And as always, may the Force serve you well.